He's dropped at the 17.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
21-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Roethlisberger will hand to Conner. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
And it's 3rd down.
A quick toss outright. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, here comes a Steeler punter, Jordan Berry, to kick it away. Back deep, Antonio Brown. He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And got his man complete. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rob Gronkowski. 75 yards. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead.
Ryan Suckup on.
Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. That's complete to his running back, Conner. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation. Maybe.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Tom Brady with a touchdown pass to Chris Godwin as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there. Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Well, conventional football 101 tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Roethlisberger. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
And the Steeler first down.
On first down, it's Connor. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33.
On 2nd down and 4. Roethlisberger setting up the screen. This is Samuels. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And that is incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
26 yards on the play there, and it'll move the chains. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Steelers, nothing.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he's got this down to the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
35-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. The left side completion to Jones. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Now Jones. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucks. Tom Brady, his third touchdown pass of this first half. And the bucket, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for him. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yeah.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Flushed out right. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down.
Well, switching gears for a second. Look, Charles, we know it's part of the game, but injuries, again, a big story in Week 5. Most notably, of course, Dak Prescott. Pretty severe ankle injury that's going to keep him out the remainder of the season. And that's really just the latest in what has been a tough year already. Gosh, you could probably build an all-pro team, Charles, with some of the guys who have gone down.
Yeah, an all-pro team, and at worst, a Pro Bowl team, because you're talking about names like Saquon Barkley with the New York Giants, Cortland Sutton with Denver, Marlon Mack, Indianapolis, Nick Bosa, San Francisco, all of them injuries that have them lost for the year. Michael Thomas got hurt in the season opener with New Orleans. We haven't seen him since. Nick Chubb with Cleveland on IR. Christian McCaffrey with Carolina. They've all missed significant time, so it's been a tough year for injuries. Some teams are playing around them better than others, and we'll see how it goes the rest of the year, but we wish all these guys who are hurt a speedy recovery.
They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. They'll run on first down. Connor. And some room to roam now. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Chase Claypool there to make the grab. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
6-yard line.
Brady now on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
At the 15-yard line.
Into the red zone, it's Brady.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it's a second down. Now he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the sack and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
A good return up past the 30.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 16.
Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
On second down, Connor looking for space. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down.
Brings up fourth.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
One play at a time.
And
here we go.
To the races, down the right side. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Ryan Suckup on for the
This D wanting to put it away before we... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Steelers take over first and 10. At their own.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in.
And I think the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
That throw by Brady incomplete.
Well, as we normally do, let's look ahead to what's to come here in the NFL for Week 6. Some changes to the schedule in this most unusual season. But, CD, I've earmarked a few here. I've got Cleveland and Pittsburgh, Green Bay and Tampa Bay. Of course, that's going to be a lot of fun. Arizona, Dallas, Monday night. And then you got Buffalo, KC moved from Thursday to Monday to account for Buffalo playing on Tuesday in Week 5.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and start with that one because that Buffalo-Kansas City game, as you mentioned, was originally a Thursday night feature game. Then they moved it to Sunday, and then they had to move it to Monday because of the juggling of the schedule in this most unusual season. Arizona-Dallas Monday night, that feels like an old-school kind of a game, doesn't it? And now we'll have Andy Dalton at quarterback for Dallas. And Green Bay-Tampa Bay, that's simple. Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady. And Cleveland-Pittsburgh, how great is this now to feel like it's the old AFC North battle with Cleveland fully in the fight?
Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on fourth down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Shaquille Barrett there pushing upfield to make the stop. So they get pushed back to the 11. And here's second and goal. Flush to his right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a third down.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Forced out to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Carlton Davis picks it. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
At the 22-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Brady. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
Ray McLeod.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard
The
line.
Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive,
26-yard
that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Back now in Tampa. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. The Steelers on 3rd down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. He's going to go up top again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic. 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
That's complete to his running back, Evans.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And they intercept. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. This is caught. And they're just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
On 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. The Steelers will go. It's Roethlisberger. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
The keeper.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On 2nd down now, it's Connor. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Well, now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
Ebron's got it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown.
Boswell on for the point after.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The throw there by Brady, intended for Gronkowski, but incomplete. Gronkowski again, he was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brady. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there.
Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And it's caught. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
Bradley Pinion, the kickoff for Tampa Bay.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. They were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. That catch good for only a couple. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. 2nd and 8. Here's Roethlisberger. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
10 at the 35-yard line.
Now it's Roethlisberger. That is caught at the 7. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
Like my old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Brings the 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Jones, incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Brady. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.